Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Chargers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Runs over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking for Allen, he's got him on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff running through the middle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Herbert. Dancing to his left. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal. At the Chiefs.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. He'll try again, and this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown, Chargers. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 46, here's second down and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35.
First down, Kansas City.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Able to get away. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be a start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
It's caught. Here's Langford. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it to the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. This drive probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert now. Give him another one right back to Allen. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's second down at 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
At the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a...
I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. This complete to Langford. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mahomes to throw once more. That is caught, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all, and you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. So for this offense, Drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff running through the middle. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touch. KC's offense ready to take over. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. In motion, the tight end. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And again, it's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Here's a 2nd and 8. Mahomes now to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
We begin in the gateway to the west in St. Louis, Missouri, where you see the final score there. 35-10 was the final. We're accustomed to seeing strong quarterback play. We got that in the first half from Justin Herbert. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. More from L.A. in a moment. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chiefs.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here's Mahomes to throw. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. In motion goes the tight end. Now it's Mahomes again, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? You go with the bigger guy to try and use size. You got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Pacheco going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They're going to look to throw. That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. It's a kickoff return of 94 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 15 now. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. 6 catches in the wild card victory last week, and now 6 catches here and a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Able to but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. From midfield, here's Mahomes. This complete to Langford. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. 89 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
And the Chargers, first down. First down 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Herbert. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score. There's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now here comes Kansas City. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Mahomes to throw once more. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Rice.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 17-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the 1st down on the Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Cameron Dicker for the Chargers field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2 touchdowns. 26 seconds to go. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. Mahomes. That's to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Finding Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chargers, they're going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.